Video 11. Fetal Doppler. Welcome! In this video, you will learn how to use the fetal Doppler, how to load batteries into the fetal Doppler, tips on how to find the heartbeat, and information about abnormal fetal heart rates. The solar suitcase comes with a fetal Doppler with rechargeable AA batteries. The fetal Doppler helps us to detect the fetal heartbeat during pregnancy and labor and is especially useful in detecting high-risk cases. It can be used in place of a fetoscope. You can find more information in your user manual under the section Appliances Fetal Doppler. Let's start by loading the two AA rechargeable batteries. Step 1. Turn the fetal Doppler over and open the back cover. Press down and pull the plastic lever backward. Step 2. Place the batteries, making sure to match the plus and minus symbols. On the left, the negative is at the top. On the right, the positive is at the top. Step 3. Replace the back cover. First, the two tabs, then the lever. Refer to video 12 for how to charge the batteries using the battery charger. The batteries are fully charged and correctly positioned. We are ready to use the fetal Doppler. Understanding the fetal Doppler. On the side of the fetal Doppler, there is an on-off switch that also controls the volume. When it is turned on, the display screen lights up with a heartbeat display, showing the number of heartbeats per minute. The heartbeat indicator verifies when it has detected a heartbeat, and the battery indicator tells how much charge is in the batteries. There is the ultrasound probe and the probe sensor, where you can place lubricant gel, and a loudspeaker. This means that more than one person can hear the heartbeat at the same time. The mother and even father may be particularly happy to hear the baby's heartbeat. Compared to the fetoscope, the fetal Doppler gives a more accurate reading of the heartbeat, and you do not need to push hard on the mother's abdomen to hear the heartbeat. Using the fetal Doppler. Before using the fetal Doppler, explain to the mother what you are doing and what the fetal Doppler does. 1. Start by finding the position of the baby and locate the fetal chest by palpating the mother. Do this exactly as you would when using the fetoscope. First, identify where the baby's head is positioned. Then, identify whether the baby is lying against the mother's right or left side. You want to place the fetal Doppler probe close to the fetal heart, in the same place you would usually place the fetoscope. Place gel on the probe sensor or on the abdomen, where you will best hear the heartbeat. When you run out of gel, you can use clean vegetable oil or KY jelly. Do not use water or any oil that is not used for cooking. Turn on the fetal Doppler using the switch on the side. The fetal Doppler will make a scratchy or loud noise when it is turned on. Place the probe firmly against the mother's abdomen, where you think the fetal heart is located. Hold the probe still for 5 seconds. It can take several seconds to pick up the fetal heartbeat. Adjust the volume to make it easier to hear. If you don't hear the heartbeat, shift the angle of the probe and wait for 5 seconds. The fetal heart is so small that slightly shifting the angle of the probe may make it possible to hear the heartbeat. If you still don't hear the heartbeat, move the probe slightly to find the heartbeat and wait for 5 seconds. Move, pause, listen. Do not move the probe quickly. When you have found a heartbeat, the heartbeat indicator will show solid black, telling you that it is an accurate reading. If it is empty, the heartbeat is not yet detected. Confirm that it is the fetal heart that you are hearing. A fetal heart is faster than an adult heart rate. A normal fetal heart rate should be between 120 and 160 beats per minute. The mother's heartbeat is usually much slower, in the 60 to 80 beats per minute range. To confirm whether you are hearing the mother, check her wrist pulse with your hand while listening to the fetal heart rate. In addition to the fetal heart rate, you might hear other sounds inside the uterus. For example, you might hear the baby moving or kicking. You might hear a whooshing sound of blood flowing through the placenta. You also might hear static from the machine. If you don't hear the fetal heartbeat, there are several reasons. The probe might be angled in the wrong position, missing the location of the fetal heart. Keep the probe still for several seconds each time you listen for the heartbeat. Slowly tilt or move the probe and wait again for several seconds. You might need more lubricant on the probe. You might need to press down more firmly with the probe. The batteries in your fetal Doppler might be low. When the word low appears on the screen, the batteries will need to be charged. Abnormal fetal heart rates. A normal fetal heart rate should be between 120 and 160 beats per minute. If it is faster than 160 beats per minute, we call it tachycardia. The baby may be distressed. If the heart rate is less than 120, we call it bradycardia, also a potential sign of distress. The baby may be in danger if the heart rate remains over 160 beats per minute or less than 120 beats per minute. It can mean the baby is not getting enough oxygen and may need a cesarean section. When the heart rate is too fast or too slow, you can try these interventions. Change the mother's position. Try turning her on her right side and listen to the fetal heart rate again. Ensure the mother is well hydrated. Begin intravenous fluids if available and then check the fetal heart rate. Ensure the mother has adequate oxygen. Give oxygen if it is available. If you tried each of these things and the heart rate remains abnormal, you should notify a doctor. If you are not in a hospital, you should prepare the mother for transport to a facility that can perform a cesarean section. After you have heard the fetal heartbeat and recorded this in the mother's medical record, turn off the fetal Doppler and remove the lubricant from the probe and the mother's belly with a cloth. Remember to keep your batteries charged and your fetal Doppler in a safe location. Thank you for watching. In this video, you learned how to use the fetal Doppler and how to insert its batteries. Tips on how to find the heartbeat and information about abnormal heart rates. The fetal Doppler gives you more control in your work and it gets easier to use with practice. So use the fetal Doppler and share the joy of hearing the baby's heartbeat with the mother and father.